All right, Suge, before I bring Malik Lee in, let the people know a little bit about him.
Man, first of all, Malik deserves his cigars. Malik was a day one motherfucker with Death Row. When I started Death Row early on, Malik was there. Not right at the beginning, but like right there at the beginning. A lot of other motherfuckers have stories but they gotta tell what they heard from someone else. Malik was there. And Malik was the guy who did security for Snoop. If it weren't for Malik, we never would have had Doggy Style. Because when Snoop caught the murder case and shot that dude, shit, we only had one song done. So by Malik taking a rap and claiming something he didn't do for me, for Snoop, for Death Row, that got Snoop his freedom. If it weren't for that, it would have been no Dog Pound album. It would have been no All Eyes on Me album. I don't even think I would have been able to get Tupac out of prison if it weren't for Malik. Because when you really look at it, when you have an artist that go to prison for murder, that's a dark cloud over the label. The label's already named Death Row. And I was already Suge Knight. I was born that. So everything that Malik did for Snoop, did for me, did for Death Row, is unheard of. He definitely deserves his cigars, and I can't wait to holler at him. Because he did take that murder case for Snoop. He never shot no one.
Wow. Yeah, I ain't know anything about that. I'm about to bring Malik Lee in right now.
Malik, what's up, man?
What's
Sure.
up, man? What's up, Suge? Man, how you doing, man?
Man, every day is a blessing. Every
Man,
day is a blessing.
man, I've been waiting to talk to you, man, for I don't know how long. It's been years, man. I've been trying to get to you, man.
Well, first of all,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I ain't no bullshit ass nigga. So I'm getting straight to the point. What you did for me, what you did for Snoop, what you did for Death Row made history in hip hop. And the reason why I'm saying that and saying you deserve your cigars because if it weren't for you, none of this would have took place. You was there from day one,
Yeah.
number one. And if we wouldn't have beat that murder trial, that murder case for Snoop, I only had one song done, Doggy Style.
I remember.
And if Snoop would have went to prison, it wouldn't have been a Doggy Style. And it wouldn't have been a Dog Pound. It wouldn't even probably been an All Eyes on Me because it would have been a black cloud officially over me in Death Row. And I probably wouldn't even be able to get Pac out of prison to make All Eyes on Me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got the bread from Norris and Tubbs and all that shit, right?
No, man, I never got a penny from nobody, man. Nobody ever gave me any packages, no money, no nothing.
What? What about
Nothing.
Snoop?
Man, Snoop never gave me anything. Man. I haven't talked to Snoop. He hasn't reached out to me. I've never received a dime for anybody, from anybody. Yeah.
And that's saying I take full responsibility and do what I can do now, even from here. But look, so check this out, man. It was 4 people in that car. You remember?
Yeah.
And 3 people went to trial. You remember?
I remember, man. We got what's his name dismissed and everything. I remember all of it. I remember.
Well, you know why the other person couldn't go to trial? Because he had started talking to the PI for the detectives. Not the detectives, for the DA. But we ain't going to say his name, but it was all bad. But anyway, let's take us back, man, because it's like this. You was there from day one. The very first time, first of all, you probably told everybody, and people probably know how you guys met. But at the same time, let's talk about the first video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Was in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Break that down to everybody.
I remember, man. We was it was a video shoot, and somebody had came to the trailer at that time. When he came to the trailer, I remember opening up the door. I think his name was I think his name was Jelly Loke. He said Jelly Loke is here to see Snoop. I remember closing the door, went back, told Snoop, I said, man, there's somebody named Jelly Loke here to see you. And he said, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I went back to the door. When I opened up the door, it was like 15 of them standing there. And I remember, man, I stepped down on the step, and when I think it was Jelly Loke, he came, and I fell back on the steps and trying to get back into it. It fell on my back. When I fell on my back, Jelly Loke got on top of me, and it was a wrap, man. You know, I just remember, punches, boom, 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 and he flew off. He just flew off me. It was like a movie. And when he flew off me, it was you. You got pulled him off me. And on that day, I remember, man, you saved my life. And then after that, it was like a fight fest. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that, man. And still to this day, man, you saved my life, and I remember that.
Shit.
And we got down that
Look,
night.
We
got down that night.
Yeah.
We did. We got out of there.
Did Snoop get his ass whooped too? It was on his ass too. Yeah.
I remember that, man. We got him out of there and got him in a limousine, got everybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they was talking when they was asking for help, saying I was choking him out, killing him or whatever. But
I remember you broke
Snoop
your
got
hand.
his ass whooped.
You broke your left hand on that. Remember that? He was in a cast.
Snoop got his ass whooped. Yep. I had to knock the nigga out who was beating up Snoop.
I remember.
And the reason why that's important, because after all that, we went to my neighborhood, and we was in Aikens.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to you, and Snoop was with us, and we said we're going to go back to Long Beach tomorrow and finish the video shoot. And they know we coming, and we coming. We went back and finished that video shoot. But when it's all said and done, we all had respect for each other. We all became friends, and we all did big shit. But at the same time, I think that incident triggered the shooting, because a lot of people was clowning Snoop, like saying he was a buster or he was a bitch because he didn't fight back, he got his ass whooped, all that extra shit. And I hate putting him down there like that, because the past is the past. But when you guys was at the apartment, I know what happened. You know what happened. The best thing about all this is that you can tell the story. It's your story. But I know when I got the call, I got the Jeep, I got both firearms, and I knew the story. And when I had you guys at the hotel, the one off of Sunset.
That's where I was at, yeah.
Yep. We're off to 405 in the cut, both of you guys. And when we had the conversation, I know when I came in one time, the lawyers was feeling like we couldn't win this case, because the bullet that killed the guy was a 380. Snoop had a 380. You had a 9mm. And they said, we can't beat this case. I said, well, I was telling the lawyers that, like, if you had a 380 and Snoop had a 9mm, and the guy got killed with a 9mm, then we fucked. Because a 9mm can shoot 380 bullets, but a 380 can't shoot a 9mm bullet. So I want to know from you, what really made you step up and say you had a 9mm shooting 380 bullets? What made you step up and claim that?
Well, the most important thing, but always was, the truth was what, was to set you free all the time, no matter what. And that's what I did. I did fight. I did do that. You know what I mean? And I did that. That's what it was. Regardless of anything. When we first came to this,
So hold up, Malik. So now you saying he got killed with a 9mm bullet, not a 380?
no. No, what I'm saying is I'm going back to the very beginning. I'm going back to the beginning, but when it was me and you, when me and you was like, no matter what happens, man, you make sure he protected. You make sure we protected all the time. So when y'all came to get me way back when, that's how that I'm talking before we even got into any situations. My word,
that
my
part's
body
true.
was that. That's what it was. So even with this case,
Okay, what I'm trying to
my
what I'm
job
trying to say is this,
was
Malik.
loyalty.
This is the thing. You are loyal, and you the best. I don't know too many people would do that. What I'm trying to say is this: only the truth. I know the truth. You know the truth. Snoop know the truth. We all knew the truth. The lawyers know the truth. The motherfucker got shot with a 380 bullet. You had a 9mm. You didn't have to step up and claim something you did not do, but you did. That's a man. I just want to know how you feel about it, and did you think you was gonna beat the case?
That was that was my job, man, was to do that. That was my job for everything at the particular time that we went through. My job was you. My job was the family. My job was, at that time, Snoop. My job, whatever I needed to do to protect. That's what it was. And so at that
Okay,
time,
well, did you think, was you willing to go to spend the rest of your life in prison for the family?
I was. There was no question.
And I believe that.
There was no question.
So
I told you.
did you know you was gonna beat the case?
I knew God had a plan. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that, man. When I sat and with no bail for them 21 months before you came and got me, because you said you was going to give me bail. See, nobody really know that. I kept going through, there was no bail, but you said we're going to get you bail. You're going to get out. Remember that? Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
So I
Of
did, you
course.
did give me bail. Nobody, I couldn't talk to Snoop at the time. I understand that. But I got a chance to talk to you one time, and you told me that. Every time we went back to court, denied. And I look at you, and I knew it was going to be a matter of time before you got me out. I wasn't worried about that. It was weird, man. I had a peace
Was that your first?
you know what I mean? I had a peace about the whole situation.
Was that your first time being in the county jail?
First time being in the county jail, man. First time.
What did you think about it when you first got in the county jail?
Yeah. It was crazy because of the situation. Everybody knew who I was. They already knew, the power of the case. And so when I got in there, man, I was a keep away. That was a keep away because of the high profile case.
Hey, Malik,
yeah.
That's the thing. You know as well as I know, I definitely go about a code and you go about a code. And it's like this. The reason why we can have this conversation because nobody can get in trouble for the truth. This case is the past, it's over, it can't be reopened. The criminal case is behind us, the civil case is behind us, so we can talk freely. So therefore, it's like this. Using the county jail, and we bail you out. But at the same time, I want you to really send a message to the younger generations about loyalty. And it's a difference between loyalty and being stupid. But you was loyal. And the truth is real good because a lot of people don't stand on it no more. I just want you to let the people know from your heart how you felt. Nobody can explain this but you. Well, you know for a fact It's not trying to be tough. It's not trying to be weak. It's about being factual. You know for a fact that you took a case for a crime that you didn't do. You know in your heart that man died with a 380. You know in your heart Snoop had the 380. You know in your hand was a 9mm. There's no way that was your bullet. But you did the most honorable, bravest thing anybody possibly can do. So let's take us through that moment.
The most important thing, man, I want everybody to understand the difference between loyalty and what they think reality is this. And no matter what you understand, what you do in your life, that everything is about a sacrifice, and you don't know what a sacrifice is. When you sacrifice something, you think you're giving up something in order to get something, and you're not. That's not what a sacrifice is. The sacrifice is when you give in order to give. And so, at that particular time, my life, and even now, my life has always been and always will be a sacrifice. I'm always going to give to give. So even in my heart of hearts, I know the truth. I knew really what happened. I knew everything. But it was about sacrificing for the greater cause at that particular time. Because I knew God was going to take care of me. I was always going to be taken care of no matter what. So everything that you go through in life, that's what it's about. It's about a sacrifice. And the truth is always going to set you free. Because no matter what, it was still self-defense, irregardless. So you have to understand, standing on business is being loyal. And what loyalty is understanding that no matter what, that's what a sacrifice is. You give in order to give.
Hey, Malik, let me tell you something. You can water it down much as you want to. You're a hero. Ain't no motherfucking truth to self-defense in California. You know why I know? Tell you something, Malik. Motherfuckers had a gun, and more than one gun, tried to kill me. I get away. A motherfucker died by accident. I'm in prison, nigga. Ain't no fucking self-defense in California. Number one, I know this because I'm in prison right now. Number two, it was one gang member checking another gang member for being in their neighborhood. Y'all in another gang neighborhood, but y'all not from that gang. So naturally, when you in somebody else's neighborhood, they gonna bang on you, throw their shit up, and let you know they in their neighborhood. So when instead of squabbling up, when he decided to grab what he grabbed and go follow the dudes, or whatever happened, that's gang shit. It's not self-defense. That's what the lawyers promoted.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
The lawyers did a great the lawyers did a great job convincing a jury it was self-defense. The only reason why it was self-defense and it was believable because they looked at you as a stand-up young man.
Mm-hmm.
When they looked at you, they didn't see a gang member because you're not.
Mm-hmm.
They still seen a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
And someone probably really knew that there's more to the story. But at the same time, you're not giving yourself enough credit. And the credit, the fact is, I was in there right afterwards. I was in there with the lawyers and everybody. You know and I know. I was in there when Snoop was breaking down crying, tears away. It was an amazing thing that it don't make you look bigger or badder or worse. You still the hero no matter what.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
At the end of the day, shit, I'm not a lawyer, so and you're not a witness, so there's no judge to check and say leading a witness. It's just the fact that we have some real ass conversation between two men of God. The only thing I'm trying to get the people out there to understand your sacrifice. And reason why it's so important because you know you didn't shoot that man. You know it was a 380 bullet. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what you did for Snoop is better than any person can do for anyone. I don't even think none of the homies would have did that. I don't even think his brother would have did that. His father wouldn't have did that. You did something for that man that no one person in the world would have did. So it bothers me to find out that you haven't talked to him since then. I knew that you was training for what? What you was training for, Malik?
I was training for the 1996 Olympic trials, man. Yeah.
Okay, stop right there. Your dream got destroyed because you saved his life. Correct?
Correct. That's true. That part is true.
So why? So when he was in the Paris Olympics, you know, dancing and switching and all that, you know, getting his groupie on. Why you didn't go over there with him?
Man, we didn't even talk, man. We never even talked. When I got out,
So why you didn't think? Listen, hold up. Why you didn't think call him up and say, look, man, you know I was training for the Olympics. It's a blessing you over there participating in the Olympics. Bring me over there with you, man. I just want to see those guys run in person. I want to see them break those records in person. Why you didn't ask him that?
I couldn't even get a hold of him. Still to this day, can't get a hold of him. So I mean, all of that.
You can't get a hold of Snoop?
Still can't get a hold.
Whoa, hold on, Malik. Hold on. You trying to tell me if you were to call Snoop right now, you can't get a hold of him?
I can't even get his number. I can't even get his number to get a hold of him to even have a conversation at all. I've been trying for 25, 30 conversation.
I feel bad for you, brother.
No, I don't feel bad for me because
at the end of the day, no, it's not like that. No, it's not. The reason why I feel bad for you because of this. He's not the only one that let you down. I let you down. I let you down because I depended on other people, and I was thinking they was looking out for you. I'm quite sure they was taking my bread, putting it in their own pocket. But at the same time, is that there's no excuses. Whatever we do in life, we got to be accountable for. Now, I can't go back because I ain't God. I don't have a magic wand. I can't go back and change the past. But from this day forward, anything I can do and will do, I'm going to do to help you.
I appreciate it.
The younger generations out there is that I remember when, for arraignments, first day in court, all that, Snoop looked like a street punk or a wannabe gang member. And I had to tell the lawyers, he dressed like this, we're going to lose. And I had to get him suits made to fit him. If it would have been any other person, first of all, but nobody else in that Jeep stand up and take a murder case to Snoop. Let's get that straight. Second of all, they didn't have a look to convince the jury that they was taking up for Snoop. The other guys looked like little gang members, scared to shoot a gun. You look clean cut, and you was a man, and a man of God. And they know you would protect someone. But once again, I keep saying it over and over again. For you to know that you didn't shoot that man or kill that man, but you put your life and your freedom on the line with Snoop. That is one of the most unheard of things in the world. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Now, what I'm trying to say is this now. You remember we was on the road? We had lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember.
And what I remember is this. What I like talking to you about, Malik, is this. It's still good to talk to a day one person who was actually there. You know, a lot of times people talk so much about Death Row, Tupac, me, everybody. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the people who talk the most was not there.
Yeah.
The people who do the most, I mean, like even a lot of these platforms that culture vultures where they don't like our people. But they get all these people on there and they give them something and they walk them through. Who makes them an expert if they weren't there?
Mm-hmm.
Who makes, like right now, if so many people talk about the Death Row history, some of them never met Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they met some of the Death Row artists, it's in passing. Or a selfie. Or you're in the room, but you're not really in the room because nobody gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these motherfuckers, I ain't never seen no bitches on. I ain't never seen them posing a threat to no street niggas. I damn sure ain't never seen none of my own.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a hug or a high five. Who all, you remember who all was on that tour when we went on tour?
True, man. I remember.
Man, shout out, do that roll call. That's how you can tell who's really about Death Row.
Okay. It was Dre, it was Snoop, the Pound, RBX, Neck was with Heron was with us, Bunch was with us, it just goes on and on and on, man. Joel was with everybody. I remember.
N-Dog.
N-Dog. Yeah,
So,
Lip. Yeah, Lip was with us. Joel.
Hey, you remember that girl 37 we used to call 37?
I remember that. Oh, wow.
Hey.
Yeah, man. I remember that.
Hey, so look. Yeah, hey, look. Now, everybody got a favorite out of 37 except for me. But I'm going to put it like this.
Not me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Us too. Well, us too.
Yeah.
But everybody else got a favorite out of 37. Yes or no?
Yes, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So 37 was a gangster bitch. Boy, I'm going to tell you something about 37. She did what she did for the team. You know what I mean? Some might got satisfied from the mouth. Some might got satisfied from wherever else, right? This ain't no freak off shit. This is people who were participating who were sober, right?
Yeah.
But look, after everybody had their fun with 37, and she went from room to room a lot of times, who stayed hugged up with her kissing on her?
How do you remember all of that?
One member out of the dog pound.
Ooh, I remember, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you scared to say it, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want to go hard on you talking about you. You don't want to say it. You want me to say it, and you don't want to say it, huh?
Oh.
He know the truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Hey, Malik, who stayed unhugged up with 37?
Oh, man. I'm trying to remember, man.
All right. Here it comes to you. I know you don't want to say it.
I'm trying to
The
remember.
guy at the dog pound up.
I remember.
We're going to leave that alone.
Ooh.
I know why you don't want to say it. You don't want that motherfucker stalking your page, huh?
Here you go. I ain't got no page.
Oh, well, you safe then. Anyway, we ain't gonna put him out there like that. But this is the thing. After everybody had their turn and fun with, one particular member stayed with her and gave her kisses. Nasty kisses. Only person I give nasty kisses to is my bitch. Other than that, but anyway, so look, back to the facts, and for helping people. So when you was in the county jail, and you're in there for killing a gang member, a crip. You're not a gang member. So did Snoop put money in your books to make sure you went to canteen, went to store?
Come on, man. That ain't happened. You already know. No?
I know, but the people want to know.
No.
Did he put any money on your books to make sure you go get store?
No, not that I can remember. Not at all. I didn't even talk to him, man.
I mean, you can't remember, did he do it or not?
No, he didn't.
It's about you. All right, cool.
No, he didn't.
Did he send you a pretty ass bitch come up there and pull you out and visit behind the glass so you can?
Nah, man. None of that.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, look. Since Snoop, listen. Since he won't talk to you, but before we get to that, how did you really feel when it came time for the verdict? Either you was gonna get life in prison, or you was gonna go home.
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your mind?
Right before that happened, man, my sister, you remember my sister Ruth?
Yeah.
My sister, man, took me in the bathroom. They let her go in there with me. Took me in the bathroom. She said, there's a chance that you might have home. I said, I already know. She said, you're going to be all right. God got you. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about them. And then when she left, Snoop came in there. And he told me this. He said, man, I got you. Don't even worry about it. We go through this. I got you. That was it. And I was numb. I felt numb. And when I went in there, when they read my verdict, you can still hear my mama in the background. She was like, yes. And they told her, okay, keep the courtroom quiet. And that was it. We lost. That was it, man. I didn't hear nothing from him after that. There was no contact. There was nothing. Nothing.
So, how your family feel? Do they ever ask you like,
all the
how's
time?
Snoop doing and how y'all doing?
Yeah.
What you tell them?
I try to be honest with you, man. I try to downplay it so much. I've been downplaying it for all these years, because I had to. You have to understand, like, for me, everything, my whole life has been different. I didn't get a chance to, like, at that, what I thought now, I didn't get a chance to really do everything I was really supposed to do, because I thought I had ambitions on doing this. And when, I was training with Billy Blanks and we won a couple of championships and I was about to get ready to try the Olympic trials and get into the movies and all of that. That was the plan. But it never happened. I never heard from anybody. Never heard it from anybody. Couldn't get a hold of you. Couldn't get a hold of nobody. I was trying to find somebody. I felt like I was from Snoop. I deserted.
Hey, Malik. You should have wrote me one of those letters in the penitentiary, nigga. Hey, but look. The reality of it is this, though. Look, the reality of it is this, right? You, the man, that made it possible for Snoop to be a great son to his mother. I love Snoop's mother. Beverly's a great woman. Rest in peace, Beverly.
Yeah.
You made it possible for him to be a great father, great husband. You made it possible for this man to have an incredible life. On one hand, you gave the man everything. On the other hand, at that time, you lost everything. You lost your dreams. You lost your career. You lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
But God has a way to always come back
Mm-hmm.
to save us. He might not always come when we want him to come, but God
Mm-hmm.
is never late.
Never.
Now, I know you're doing music now. I know you're doing the great things now. But now it's your turn. And it's really great that you got your opportunity to express yourself through your work. But
Mm-hmm.
also is that I think you should forgive Snoop because you're a godly man. And I know it's probably coming crazy for me because I don't fuck with him like that. But I think you should forgive him because you're a bigger man than him. You did something he wouldn't do for no one else. He wouldn't even save his own motherfucking self, let alone someone else. So forgive him. I have.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't got to forget, Malik. Remember
Yeah.
what you did. Remember who you are. Remember what you did. But more importantly is this. You think Snoop will have a conversation with you now?
I think so because it's like this. I forgave him a long time ago, and what I want you to know is that everything that you instilled in, see, what you don't realize is what you did from the very beginning. You brought two sets together that's never been done in history to make music. You got to understand that. You brought you brought the Bloods and the Crips together to make music. That's never been done together. You fed us. So the work ethic and everything that you put in us is there. So for me, like I told, like for me, man, not to do and not to give back when I have the opportunity, I can't do that. I won't do that. So I forgave him a long time ago. I forgave everybody a long time ago. Because my life is not mine. I died a long time ago. So everything that I have right now, God preserved me for this time, for this day right now. So the hope and the inspiration that I'm putting into people is because it's about a sacrifice. I got to keep giving and giving and giving. You gave me a chance. You gave me a job. I told you a long time ago when we first met, I was going to do my job. And I did my job.
Hey, Malik, you knew Kevin Black, right?
Yeah, I knew Black. Black, we were working at the
Yeah.
together.
Black was a motherfucking DJ.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, right?
Right.
I gave Black an opportunity to be in the music business, and he had
So
no
did.
experience ever being in the music business.
No, I was working. He was working side by side with me.
Did Black have any experience of being in the music business that you
No,
know of?
none other than spinning records as a
Not
DJ.
only I gave Black a position to be in the music business, bought him a Mercedes, bought him,
Mm-hmm.
gave him suits, and gave him a career in the music business.
I remember
One
that.
of the things what people don't know, people don't know, you day one.
They won.
We all was close. We all was close. We all worked hard together. We all had each other's back. We all did what we did. But also is this. We worked hard, everyone. We worked hard to get the respect for the West Coast, hip hop, gangster rap, basically. And we took gangster rap mainstream by Black people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't walk into a party or walk into Interscope or Epic or any of these companies and they rolled out the red carpet and they wanted to say we was the best, greatest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When I first played G-Thing for Jimmy Iovine, Ted Fields, John McClain, they thought it was garbage.
Yeah.
We had to make it blow up first. But outside of all that,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
they know the gold, the diamonds, the look. They don't know the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Death Row, we didn't start off rich. Only person who's bringing some money to that shit is me. We wasn't rich.
Yeah.
Nobody gave us no motherfucking money. Did you ever see big cash running around from all these motherfuckers want to say they gave cash and drug money to Death Row? Do it look like we had drug money when we first started?
No, we didn't, man.
Or even after we started?
Mm-mm.
Did you ever see anybody that's got all this millions of dollars of drug money? Or did you see motherfuckers pushing the line up there and I got to push that line to these motherfuckers at these distribution companies and make them cut those motherfucking checks?
That's what we did.
Checks down and feed every motherfucking
That's
line.
what we did, that part. That's what we did.
Have you ever went with Snoop anywhere to pick up a check?
No.
Did we have checks for people to get paid?
Come on now.
To eat. So at the end of the day, it's easy to lie. You got motherfuckers that he talking to Rick Ross and say they gave money for Death Row. You got this motherfucker over here say he gave money for Death Row. You got this motherfucker.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You got motherfuckers con the game so much, they even walk up there and shake their ass to the President of the United States with a lie.
Mm.
Michael Harris.
Mm-hmm.
So, Death Row meant something more than just a name. It was built for a family.
Yeah.
Now, you have each and everybody making a claim on something that they know nothing about. Hey, Malik.
Yeah.
I check this out, Malik. I'm going to get at you some real shit right now. So, we're not going to mention the fourth person in the Jeep because, you know, he sat down and told the whole script, the truth, to the PI for the DA. So, you know, motherfucker had to sit down and throw some money around and get that plane. So we're not going to make no one look bad. But in that Jeep, Snoop, you, Sean Dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so we're not going to mention the fourth person. But
Mm-hmm.
I know the answer, but the people out there who don't know the answer, just for the sake of the truth. Do you got $1 million or $5 million in the bank right now from Snoop?
No, I should have, but that's no, not a penny from Snoop in the bank.
Okay. Did he give you $1 to put in the bank?
Not $1, not a quarter, not 50 cents, not 20 cents, not a dime.
So he didn't even give you enough for a piggy bank, huh?
Not even nothing.
Okay. Is Sean Dog a millionaire? He didn't give him shit either.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys who gave him life, in return and paid everybody back, well, fuck you figure.
Yeah.
Now, Snoop, I owe you an apology. You know why? I thought you was just a cold piece of shit ass, bitch ass nigga when you did some slick shit to me. And I still tried to find a way how to like you. But after thinking how you did Malik and Sean Dog, I shouldn't be mad. Better yet, it's a guy from Long Beach. When I talked to him, before I asked him how he doing, I asked him how his mother's doing. Because he's my brother. We don't got the same mother and father, but we close. Style, big style.
Mm-hmm.
Malik, you know, there's not one thing the big style wouldn't do with Snoop,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
He didn't buy him a house. He didn't give him shit. I ain't gonna say he didn't give him shit, but he didn't give him nothing that he deserved. This not about well, we gotta put people down. Because it's a bigger part of us as men, as big, strong black men, godly men. Malik,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see you and Snoop have a conversation. And it'd be good if I can be privy to that conversation. I think the world will want to hear you guys have a conversation.
I would be willing to do
Because
that. Definitely.
anything that's done wrong can be made right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite sure him and his crew always listen before anyone else. So
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Snoop, we know you're listening. So Malik,
I'm here.
tell him to come have a conversation with us. Tell Snoop to come have
Man,
a conversation with us.
look, man, I've been trying to
He can
get
hear
at
you.
you for years, Snoop. So I'm here. I would love to sit down with you, man, sit at the table, have a real discussion about things, man. I think it's time, it's well needed and well
5 minutes.
and well appreciated, man. So
I know.
I think it's time for that.
All right. Hey, yeah, my bad for cutting you in. You know, motherfuckers are always devils never sleeps. They said they want me at the clinic. You know what I mean? But look,
Gotcha.
the bottom line is this. The bottom line is this, right? So you know what it is. You need to show this man a conversation. And at the end of the day, we can build from this.
Sure can.
Yeah, I mean, Lee, let's talk
Yeah.
about your music. You know, what inspired you to do music?
Man, well, I grew up in the choir just like, we all did. But then when I came to California, I was playing ball, then I started bodyguarding, got with you, and after the case, God had just started downloading into me, man, music. And I just was hearing things, and I started recording and recording and recording. And it's me. That's what I was born to do. I was born to be on stage and performing, and I'm not talking about just rapping on stage. I'm talking about my speaking and the things that I've been through in my life, and that's what I do, you know. And
Hey,
also, shit,
Malik,
I'm a
you're
boy.
motivation.
I'm a
Hey,
master.
look, hey, look, Malik, you're a motivation speaker, bro. But check
I
this
am.
out.
I got my degree. I'm a board
Now,
certified master life
hey,
coach.
hey,
That's what I do.
man, praise the Lord. Hey,
I
Malik, but
I
check this shit out.
got a company called True Vision. That's
Hey,
what I do. I'm motivational speak all over the
that's
country.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what we
Malik,
do.
so look at this, though, right? So listen to this, man. You're a winner, number one. So now, since you the star, and you got the bodyguard no more, so ain't no use in me asking you, do you want your gun back, huh? Because you don't need that knife back, do you? I might know somebody that knows somebody know where it's at. hey, you know,
Oh, that's funny.
hey Malik,
Yes, sir.
on a positive note, right? So let me
Yeah.
ask you this.
So,
Because she was really there, you know what I mean? So how would you describe Big Style?
solid, man. Big Sal
All right.
was solid when I was
How
there.
how would how would you describe Hendo?
Come on, man, solid.
Did you ever talk to like have any one-on-ones with Jake or Buntry or anybody
Yeah,
with some of
come on, man. It was my family, man. I love Jake. I love Bunchy. I love everybody, man. Lip. Those were my dogs. That was me. They held me
Aaron?
up. Heron, they
What
held
you
me up all
hey
the
what you hey what you and Jake talk about? Big Jake was the
Man,
one. What
Big
y'all
Jake would
talk
always
about a
tell
lot?
me, man, he would tell me, man, you know what? You straight up like 12 o'clock, man. You're a good dude, man. Something about you. There's something about you, man. Should love you. Know that. That's why you with her. Should love you, but you straight up like 12 o'clock. Jake used to tell me that all the time. All the time. It sounds just like him, don't it?
Yep. What about Corrupt?
Yeah, man. Corrupt, man. When I was there, Corrupt, I didn't really get a chance to really get into Corrupt too much, but Corrupt was tight. Corrupt was real, you know. But I was so busy at that time. Then you had me on Snoop. I was so busy with that detail working, making sure we was in the lab working. You know, that was the main focus at the time, and you made sure that. So that's what we did. You know, I made sure he was working and we were getting everything done. You know, but yeah.
So
Even
hey Malik, how do you feel like when you be hearing a lot of people have these stories about their death row stories, right? So how do you feel when you know they're not true?
I can't. I
What
mean,
type of shit you be hearing? You know how some people say they was there and you never see them there, or you never
never
see them
seen him there.
inside the studio.
Yeah.
You know.
As
See, I
far
gotta be. Hey Malik, I don't want this conversation to turn left because the reason I'm saying that because it's a lot of times I be talking about shit that I already had conversation with people. And some people will think that I'm shooting at them, like I got them in a part of this conversation. But when I'm talking about me, I can just talk about my own motherfucker self. I don't gotta talk about the next nigga.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people think I'm shooting at them, but I'm not. Or when I'm talking about death row, I'm talking about the real death row, us. So whatever anybody else on, I'm not on. And men should never be sensitive. If you that motherfucker sensitive, you gotta start checking yourself. Always know. Bitches got issues. Niggas have problems. So that's just why I say I don't want to go too far down women lane because when people get left out, they wasn't there. Some people Photoshop themselves in, they wasn't in there. Or, you know how it goes. But one thing we do know, and we had a roll call, shit, how many motherfuckers got death row wives, death row bitches, and death row kids?
Man.
If it wasn't for death row, I don't think it would have been going.
For real.
Yeah.
Real talk.
But look, back to some old shit is like, do you feel that
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
before we hung up, my family, my mother loved everybody involved in death row. All the artists, everyone. And sometime where as life has different terms and prison terms and everything else, a lot of times people ask, well, why would any of those dudes didn't try to help you when you was in court? I never held it against no one because I look at it like this. If you're a man, you can do manly things, do as a man should do. That's all I respect for a man to be is a man. Now, if you're a man and you tell us you got bitch ways, I'm not mad if you act like a bitch because you already told me you got bitch ways. But for me, if I could turn back the hands of time, I still would. When I met with the PI for the DA and he played that tape recorder, now this is another thing. Even though me and Sharita never was a really couple, we knew each other when we was young, and anytime I was with her, she had a couple of boyfriends, and I had 100 bitches. You know.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I didn't understand. It took me now to find out I could have one to do the same thing that 1,000 couldn't do. Crazy. I can have one motherfucking bitch can do something that 1,000 bitches couldn't do. So that's why I have one now. But back to her, she did something for Snoop was incredible. I don't know if they're cool or they're not cool. I know she might lie on some shit. Man, nobody's perfect. But I know if it weren't for her, knowing that P.I., it came and met with me and played me that recording that the other guy gave those statements, there's no way we would have beat that case. It cost me $750,000. And I accept that. Best thing I could have ever did. And the fact that you took that case to Snoop knowing he shot the man, you said you shot the man and set him free, I accept that. Best thing a man can do for another man. Even though I gave him a career and made him who he was, I accept that. But if I had to do it all over again, I would do everything the same before he can have his freedom, before he can have a career, before he can take care of his family.
Yep, me too. Everything would be the same now.
And that's being said, if God don't give me nothing else in life, I always appreciate God for making me a man. Because a man gonna get somewhere and be somebody and do something. I'm the same man if I'm on the streets or I'm in prison. I'm still gonna do what I do to make myself a better man. This is a real honor to talk to you because you did something for me, for culture, hip hop, for Death Row, Snoop. The world can never say thank you enough.